Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson with a reminder you can get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app. It's available, or I should say they are, for free in the App Store and on Google Play. And theDove is also available on Roku as well. In the news today, the first couple of days of the federal government shutdown didn't adversely affect Wall Street, but that could change, according to some banking CEOs. After meeting with President Obama, an extremely adverse impact was outlined if a solution to the shutdown or the failure to lift the debt ceiling is not resolved. Those like Bank of America head Brian Moynihan says their concern is that the economic recovery should not be negatively impacted, and they wanted to get that message to the president.
It's just making clear that people understand the seriousness of the situation, and what we need to do to get through it is just to let the political process work, but we got to make sure people understand the seriousness if it doesn't work.
Goldman Sachs CEO Lloyd Blankfein said that while they listened to the president's concern, they also made sure that they left him with their assessment of the negative economic impact that could result without solutions to the shutdown. Well, it's not another war they're fighting, but perhaps one of ideology for veterans of World War II. It's been a second day of World War II veterans moving barricades to get access to the War Memorial in Washington, as the government had closed the site due to the federal shutdown. Vets from Ohio, Kansas, and Missouri arrived a day after a first group of vets took down the barriers to the memorial so they could visit. Police did not interfere with those at the site, though technically it is closed during the federal shutdown. Well, the Oregon Legislature has approved a series of bills on pensions and taxes, and then they adjourned their special session after 3 days of work. The approval of 5 bills yesterday caps a year-long effort by Governor Kitzhaber to stem the growing cost of public employee pensions. Republican State Representative Sal Escovel says even with a list of some big-ticket items for the legislature, they were able to pass additional funding for education in the state.
$100 million went to K through 12, $15 million went to community colleges, $25 million went to universities to freeze the community colleges and the universities to freeze their tuition. I think there was $40 or $50 million that went to mental health.
Now, lawmakers voted to lower the annual inflation increases to pension checks for retired government workers. They also voted to raise taxes on some individuals and businesses while lowering them for others, to increase tobacco taxes, and also to prohibit cities and counties from banning genetically modified crops. Well, Tropical Storm Karen has formed in the Gulf of Mexico, and a hurricane watch in effect along the Gulf Coast from Louisiana to Florida. National Hurricane Center in Miami says the late-season storm formed just this morning, 500 miles south of the mouth of the Mississippi. Well, let's take a look at our weather scene. We are not expecting anything like hurricanes. In fact, rather beautiful weather for Medford and Grants Pass, a high today of 62, rising to 71 with foggy conditions tomorrow, then sunny on Saturday, and a high of 78 degrees. As we look to Klamath Falls, we can expect sunny skies for the next few days with a high of 52, 59 on Friday, rising up to 68 degrees by Saturday. Along the coastal area in Brookings, fog this morning with a high of 64, then sunny for the next couple of days. Tomorrow a high of 69, 68 on Saturday with the lows in the mid-40s. For Port Orford and Coos Bay, foggy conditions for the next couple of days. Today a high of 63, rising to 68 on Friday, and sunny and 69 expected on Saturday. And for the coastal or the Northern California area, 59 today in Wairika, 68 Friday, 77 on Saturday. That's news and weather.